Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. Just gonna turn off the sound for the game. Alright, so first of all, this is going to be my first video for 2018. So yeah, I've been a little bit busy in the wilderness, lost in the wilderness, so I apologize for not making any videos recently. Now, first of all, I just want to say that this is not a tutorial video, so if that's what you were waiting for, I do apologize. But this is just going to be a general discussion about a few things that I want to talk about, and also just I just want to talk about some of the things that I've been doing. So that's what this is about. Also, I just hopped in and, it's almost it's like 4 a.m. right now. I've had all day's work and, yeah, I hadn't made any videos for a long time. So I just wanted to update you guys on, and I just hopped on and playing this game. So I thought, hey, why not just go ahead and let's try something a little bit different this time. So, yeah, gonna go ahead and make the sound off again. Alright, so first of all, guys, a very belated Happy New Year's. I hope that 2017 wasn't too rough. I hope that you guys had a good year. I had a great year. So I do hope that you guys had a good year. But even if it wasn't so good, then the good news is that it's gone now, and it's time to focus on 2018. All right. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Basically, what I want to say is, look, if you're on this tutorial, if you're maybe watching this video, if you've seen some of my other videos, then probably the main reason you're watching my videos or following this channel is simply because you're someone who's maybe involved in the game industry, or you're someone who wants to be involved in the game development industry like me, who's learning, who's a beginner, who wants to make games, who likes playing games or something like that. All right. Now, when you're learning, it's very easy to get demotivated. Okay, trust me, I know this because I have really stopped and started so many things in my life. And the thing is, you start something and you don't see the results immediately, and you want to give up. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. All right, look. 6 months ago or so, and I said this before in one of my videos as well, around June or July, that's when I actually started, developing games, and I thought I'm going to take it a little bit more seriously. What I mean by seriously is, look, 6 months ago I decided that I'm going to do this. This is something I want to do, and I'm going to do this. And that's when I decided that I'm going to make games every single day. I'm going to open Unity, and I'm going to code. No matter what I do, I'm going to do it every single day for as long as I can. And since July, I don't know, it's been 6 or 7 months, and I've done it every single day, okay? It wasn't about the quality of work, all right? It wasn't about, oh, doing some amazing work, great work. Yeah, of course you want to do good work. But the focus was not necessarily to make, insane shit all the time. It was just about doing things every single day. Because you know what? I heard something, and this happened a lot later, but it stuck with me. But one of the channels that I follow, one of the guys, he said something, and it stuck with me. And he said that, look, if you do something every single day, okay, if you do something every single day, it's not humanly possible for you to get any worse at it than you were before, okay? If you think about that, it's just not possible. So that's my approach towards game development, and that's my approach towards a lot of the things in life, okay? If you keep doing it, if you keep doing these things, then you will get better. No matter how much of an uphill task it looks like, honestly, the most difficult part in doing anything, not just game development, but pretty much the most difficult part in doing anything is the beginning, okay? Once you start, right? You start seeing the results, then it's very easy to motivate yourself, okay? And that's what this channel is about. This channel is about me pretty much sharing my experiences with you, teaching you things that I feel like I'm confident enough in my ability, and even things which I'm not confident about, because this is not necessarily about me teaching you guys. It's also about me learning in the procedure, right? While we were going through the Crazy Cabby tutorial, on a number of occasions, I said that, the original scripts were horrible, and, the new scripts that I wrote are much better. So I learned a lot simply by teaching you guys as well. So just So I'm just gonna close that. Um, and I'm gonna switch over to Unity again. So yeah, that's something I want to talk about. All right, guys. Look, this is a new year. It's a new beginning. All right. So just really, honestly, it's very easy for us to convince ourselves. All right, I'm gonna wait till the next month. I'm gonna wait till Monday. I'm gonna wait till Fala. But it never happens, okay? But this is it. This is your moment. This is your chance, all right, guys? So you have to pretty much decide, okay? If this is something that you want to do, whether it's game development, it's game design, or anything that you're trying to do. For example, if you're trying to go to the gym every single day, right? Just go. Well, don't go every single day. That's probably not healthy. But just try getting it, making a habit out of it. Okay, just start making lifestyle changes. Right? These YouTube videos that I'm making, that's part of my lifestyle change. I haven't made a video for a couple of days, but I'm here now. It's 4 a.m., 4:30 in the morning, but I'm here now because this is what I want to do. I want to talk to you guys because this is something that I love doing. So yeah, that's something that I just wanted to say. Right? It's a brand new year, and hopefully, I don't know where I'm gonna be next year. I don't know. Sorry about that. So I don't know where I'm gonna be, and you don't know where you're gonna be, but our job is to try and make the best of our circumstances, okay? The most we can do now, okay? Whatever is in control, whatever we have in control, I want to stress that, that's something that we can work on. Um, so yeah, that's just what I wanted to say, and I hope that it makes sense. And now I want to show you something that I've been working on. Now, as soon as I show this game to you, it should look immediately familiar to our crazy cabbie. And the main reason, and it really should, because the code for what I'm about to show you is exactly the crazy cabbie tutorial that we did together. So if you haven't checked that one out, or if you're interested in this sort of a project that I'm about to show you, be sure to go and check that out, because the entire base of this project that you're looking at is pretty much the same as the one that we actually went through together. Okay, now I want to tell you something before I actually show you the project. This isn't a complete blatant reskin of Crazy Cabbie, because Crazy Cabbie, it wasn't like something that I would really think about reskinning as such. But what happened was, I'm really blessed to have a big family, and lots of young kids around and things like that. So whenever I make a game or I'm making something, I often test my games with these kids, and I talk to them and get their opinions or see them playing my games and things like that. And I have a nephew, a couple of years old, and I saw him play Crazy Cabbie, and he really enjoyed it. Because it was a car game, okay? To him, it was a car game. But if you've played the game, or if you've made the game with me, then the game was a little bit difficult, and it wasn't like kid-friendly, okay? Even though the game is, pretty simple and straightforward, it wasn't very kid-friendly in the sense that it was difficult, and he couldn't like dodge the cars and jump over them, and because he's a kid. So that just got me thinking, and it started off as me just wanting to make a little game for my nephew. And I thought, oh, I'm just gonna do this and port it on my device, and whenever he wants to play the car game, I'll just give it to him, and I'll make a game. And I thought I'll just make like a level where you just can't die, so the kid can keep playing. He doesn't have to keep coming to me or someone else to restart the game and such. So that's how it started off. But then one thing led to another, and then I started getting some new ideas, and that's what I'm going to show you what I did. So this is no longer as such a game, but rather I wanted to make some sort of an activity application for kids learning. Okay, that's what I'm going for here. So there's a couple of different levels. It's not completely fleshed out, and obviously the UI design, none of it is there at the moment. It's going to happen during this week, so lots of work to do. But I'm going to show you what I got. So this is going to be level 1 that I'm about to show you. And again, it's going to look very similar. I'm going to maximize the screen so you can see it. This game is going to be in landscape mode, and I think it looks beautiful in landscape. Initially, I was working on portrait, but as you can see, I mean, nothing changes when I change the camera or well, the orientation. But I just with the additional real estate and the water on the sides, I just think the game looks so much more beautiful. It feels a lot more immersive, because when I change back to portrait, you don't really see the water, and you don't really get that feel for being in the middle of a big, vast ocean. And as soon as I change to the landscape, it looks beautiful. I think this looks amazing. These assets, by the way, are free on the asset store, if you're wondering. And I mean, they're a bit tricky to work with, this asset pack. I mean, it's not the best in terms of how it's made, but it's really beautiful in the way it looks. That's why I went with it. So yeah, this is level 1, and as you can see, you've already noticed there are some letters which are coming my way. I haven't really worked on the audio and things like that yet, so when you take the letter, at the moment nothing really happens except for, well, like a little beep sound, and now you've got the letter B. And in level 1, and there's going to be some sort of a visual cue, by the way, so that you know which letter you're going for, but as you can see, they're in order. So in level 1, the idea is I want the kid to pretty much be going through and collecting the letters from A through Z. Okay, that's all. The speed of the game is much slower than Crazy Cabby. There are no obstacles. There's no death. Okay, there are. I mean, this is for kids. Okay, little kids. So I didn't want to have any sort of a death condition or something like that. I mean, the only thing that's going to happen is if you collect all 26 letters, then you get a congratulations screen and you get an option to either replay that round or go to the next round and things like that. Okay, so that was the idea. And as I said, one thing led to another. I started looking up, letterboxes and things like that, and then I decided to make another level. And in this level, now this level at the moment when I was making it, I was doing it for portrait, so that's why the canvas doesn't scale properly. So I'm going to show you the this level in portrait mode, but I'm probably aiming, as I said, for landscape mode. If I do actually make this into a live application, if I do eventually end up publishing this, then it's going to be in landscape mode probably. But at the moment, I'm just going to show you in portrait mode. So you've got in the second level, what happens is now that the kid knows the letter alphabet letters, you have a visual cue here to show you which letter you want, and your job is to go and pick that letter up. So if you pick up the correct letter, then you get a ting and you get a new letter. Otherwise, you get this little miss animation, and there's going to be some sort of sound effect as well. Again, if you get the wrong one, there's something like that. You'll notice that the game, besides the fact that it's probably lagging because I'm recording, you'll notice that there's this weird sort of a hang that I'm getting in this game, and it's beyond me why I'm getting it. It almost makes you think as if there's some sort of a bump or lump in the colliders on the floor, but there isn't anything like that. So if you have any idea what that weird issue is, please let me know because it's really bothering me. I tried porting this to the mobile as well, and I saw that weird little pause, and it doesn't happen at the same place also. So it's really hard for me to pin down, and there's almost no way of me knowing why it's happening. I mean, I can only imagine that it's happening because of some sort of weird situation between the collider of my car and the floor, but I just can't understand why. I mean, it never happened in the original Crazy Cabby. It didn't come up in the Crazy Cabby tutorial. I mean, so I'm not really sure why this is happening. I'm also having a little bit of a problem with my endless generation. So I think that has to do with this asset pack. I mean, the scaling of this asset pack and the tiles was really, really off. And I had a lot of trouble making it to the point where it clicks in place. It wasn't modular at all, which is the only bad thing about this asset pack. But yeah, so I don't know. If you know why this is happening, then let me know. But there seems to be this weird hang which suddenly happens, and it's like just for like a millisecond, the game's gonna pause, and then it's gonna start resuming. It's gonna resume again. So that's level 2, where the kid basically gets 3 letters in front of him, and he has to pick the right one. Again, the design of the UI is. It's probably not going to stay this way. I'm going to experiment with a couple of different things, like having the letters up here, down here, and things like that. So that's level number 2, okay? So in the first level, we're just going to familiarize the kid with the alphabet. In the second one, we're going to reaffirm his knowledge and test him with random ones in random order and see if he can actually go and pick them up. And in the third level, this is really cool, I think. In the third level, we're going to be forming words. And I hope I don't have my... Okay, so I'm going to close my audio. Okay. So in the third level, and again, this is going to be landscape, okay? But at the moment, as you can see, it's not optimized for landscape. So I'm going to go back to portrait. So you have the word dog here, and when you take the letter D, then it switches over, and now it tells you that your target letter is O. The color scheme is a little bit different. For G, now it's clear to know that, alright, G is the target. Again, I'm gonna fool around. I don't know if I'm gonna be using these boxes. Probably not. Maybe some sort of things at the top, something at the bottom, something like that. Again, if you pick up the wrong one, there's that misanimation. As you can see, there is still no death condition. Okay, so there's nothing like, oh, you get the wrong one um, and you get punished for it or anything like that. So that's the situation in this level. And just to show you the game over or congratulations condition, I'll speed the car up a little bit and quickly pick them up. Now in this game, there is going to be no such thing like speeding up and such. Not at the moment, anyways. Because this isn't a game. This is supposed to be an activity app. I'm just speeding it up to quickly show you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and slow it back down because this is the last word that I have at the moment. I was just testing with 5 words. So, oh, yeah. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. Gotta wake up for work in the morning. Not gonna be pretty. Alright, so at the end there's going to be some sort of a congratulations screen. Again, the UI design will change, but I really like this idea of having, I slowed down the car, and I really like this idea of having the car going just constantly in the background. And yeah, I mean, obviously the misanimation shouldn't be playing. That's a bug, and I need to fix that. But you get the point that I'm trying to make. So that's something that I have been working on. I have also been working on the shop functionality for Crazy Cabby, as I told you. Not so much because Crazy Cabby is such an amazing game, but mainly because, well, a lot of you guys asked, and I also need to learn how to do it and things like that. One more announcement that I need to make. I probably should have done this at the start of the video because half of you have probably dropped out by now, unfortunately. So what did I want to say? What did I want to say? So the lava temple game that I showed you earlier is now out on the App Store. So that's what I want to show you. Yeah, so Lava Temple, this is a game that I showed you in one of the earlier videos. This is my second complete game, which is now officially complete, and it is now published and live on the Apple Store. So feel free to go and check it out and let me know. I'm really proud of this game. I think I think I came a long way in between Crazy Cabby and this one. You'll immediately notice the finesse and the polish, the increased polish in this one. So do check this one out and let me know what you think. So yeah, just wanted to share this with you. It took me a little bit of time to set up these rate buttons and share buttons, mainly because initially I didn't have a Mac, and then once I got a hang of a Mac, I wasn't too familiar with the iOS native codes and Unity to Xcode situation and things like that, and it was causing me all sorts of pain. So yeah, that's just something that took a little bit of time, but it's live now, and I'm really proud of it. So check it out. These are all the things that I really wanted to talk about with you guys, but I just want to say one more time, guys. Look, it's a brand new start, okay? New year and a new start. Look, you don't want to have any regrets, okay? I'm sick and tired of having regrets in life. And for so many years, I've had so many regrets. And one day, I just got tired of it. The last 2 years, I can say that I can proudly say, I can always, it's very easy to say like, oh, I should have done so much more. But I'll be very honest with you. 2 years ago or so, I really did change. I brought about a lifestyle change, a mindset change, where I decided to take control. And that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. If you feel like, you keep looking back and you keep thinking like, holy crap, man, I didn't do this or I didn't do that. First of all, you need to stop thinking that, simply because the time that is lost is now gone. Okay, so there's no way of you getting that back. The best you can do for yourself is not, first of all, stop feeling guilty about that. And second of all, start taking action. Okay, if you start taking action today, then believe me, you're gonna feel so much better when you look back, a couple of months from now or X many amount of time from now, and you look back, and for the first time you will feel like, oh wow, I actually didn't waste my life. um, and I actually accomplished something this time around. Okay, so that was my mindset when I started off learning game development 6 months ago. And I feel amazing right now, honestly. Like I keep showing you guys some of these games that I've made, and I know they're not the best games on the planet, and that's okay. I know that they're not going to be some instant viral hits, but that's okay. I know that not a lot of people are even going to download and play my games, but that's also okay. But the cool thing is just to be able to know that I've got these complete projects under my belt, just to be able to tell people that, hey, look, I am a game developer. I can show them my projects. I can show you guys, and that is the single most proudest moment. For a game developer, when some of you guys go and play my game and you tell me, all right, hey man, Lava Temple is pretty cool, it's pretty awesome. That is the single moment that I live for. Watching other people play my game and hopefully enjoy my game. That is the reason why we make games, right? I mean, that's why I make games. I make games because I love playing them. I love making them. I love making the games that I want to make. But then the rewarding part in all of this is when you finally push it live and you get other people to play it and the kind of things that you hear from them back. So that's the cool part about it. So yeah, I mean, you guys that are following me, you guys are all game developers. Believe it, okay? It doesn't matter how new you are or how old you are, but you guys are game developers. And start playing the part, okay? Tell yourself, convince yourself that you're a game developer, and just go for it. Take it with both hands, okay? Just take it. That's my approach to the thing. As I've said before, I'm really proud of myself, but fingers crossed. I can keep doing this. I really am afraid, but I really hope that I can keep doing these things. I hope I can keep making these YouTube videos. I hope that you guys keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. And more than anything, I really hope that I can keep influencing you guys in a positive way. I mean, for example, motivating you guys is the word that I want to use, because I see a lot of I hear a lot of good messages, people messaging me on Twitter or elsewhere, and people telling me that I'm doing a good job. It's really encouraging. Okay, so once again, guys, if you heard something which you liked, then don't forget to leave a comment, to like, to subscribe. This video was not unlike our normal tutorials, but I don't necessarily always want to make a tutorial. I also want to be able to speak my mind, and that's why I really made this channel, right? I'm not really trying to necessarily get the highest number of subscribers or something like that, but what I'm really trying to do here is to build an audience, a following, who I can share my thoughts with, who I can share the way I think, the things that I've learned. And this is what this video has been about, right? This is me telling you some of my experiences, and the way I'm thinking, and the way I think you guys should be thinking. And I want to know the way and the issues that you guys face, and that's something that I want to talk about. So feel free to drop a comment, and if I helped you in any ways, let me know, because it's really always encouraging and things like that. So I've taken up a lot of time. One last cool thing, look, I've got spinning wheels. Cool spinning wheels. That's something we never did in Crazy Cabby. It's very simple, obviously, but yeah, I think this is really cool. So yeah, that's all I want to say for now, guys. Thank you so much once again. A very belated happy new year. I wish you all the best, and I wish all of us really do progress a lot and go forward in this year and make some amazing games. It would be really cool if, and man, I dare say it, but it would be really cool if we're still together a year from now and we look back at this video, and we look back at how far we'll have come. I mean, just think about it, right? I mean, if we're still making games in a year's time, wouldn't that be pretty crazy? How much amazing would we be if we can make games like this right now? Then just imagine if we're still making games a year from now. Jesus, we're gonna be amazing, guys. We are going to be amazing. 2018 is here. This is going to be our year. God damn it, believe it, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video.